And we're off here on the right in the teal jerseys. We have Brazil on the left. In the black jerseys is the Netherlands. Already a good touch. Luini going high off the hands.
Set off the soft block here from Ruben Penninga. That is a hard play to make. Look at all the RPMs on that ball. That was a lot of spin going in the wrong direction, putting Luini in a great spot for the transition kill to start the match off.
Option play here for Brazil. Overhead goes George. That ball moving so quickly.
5 feet off the net at the closest. It's one of the rare abilities of George Wanderley. You won't see many players take a set as far off the net as he does and side out as consistently. So when it gets tight, that's the only time we'll ever see George get in trouble. Huge block from Andre Leol.
Back to Luini. Covered. No, that chip shot there gets covered. Luini unloads one, but scooped from Wanderlei. And a perfect dig. And Andre finds some open real estate on the other side. Here's Andre. Andre unloading from the left, so big swings out of the gate. Semifinals might get you a spot into the finals. Short serve here to George. Option play. Good touch from Luini. Is that picked up? No, I believe that ball hits the sand, so
even though the play wasn't made, that's just a phenomenal beach volleyball play.
Tight ball for Luini. Good cover from Penninga. Penninga from off the net. Here's Andre with a big rip. Another rally. Oh, the overpass kill from George. That's a nice set from Andre. George somehow sneaking that swing from the Netherlands here. Back to serve out of the tech. Goes for the short serve. Oh, beautiful nugget there from Andre on the run over his shoulder. Option play here for George. Bringing that ball all the way back across court. Nicely done. Everything else kind of simplifies for you, so really good feet from Wanderlei, putting himself in good positions to score. Here's Wanderlei from the right. He chips one line. Luini goes line. That's picked up from Wanderlei. Oh, ho, ho. Me, oh, my. George Wanderlei.
Women's quarterfinal, Sarah Hughes and Kelly Kalinske against the hometown team of Barbara and Carol, and it was packed and mobbed, and people were singing. They were dancing. This Brazilian crowd is so very fun.
Volleyball in the world. Some of the best players of all time coming out of Brazil. Big block there from Andre at the net.
Until that point. So it had been a very effective swing, and Andre just made a very good move, but he made the defense adjust to him, and now we'll see how he adjusts back.
Big swing option there.
Just a good volleyball strategy by Leon Luini.
Chip shot down the line for Wanderlei. He goes behind.
This Brazilian team of Andre and George, they just give you so few points. Errors are so rare from Andre and George, and to earn a point on them is so difficult to do that 19-17, if you're Andre and George, that is actually quite comfortable.
Short serve here to Andre. Oh, the hanging swat there from Penninga. We go out of the timeout. Another short serve here to Andre. High outside. Oh, ho, ho. Luini in the right spot defensively, but just couldn't.
Just a little bit too much heat from Andre Loyola, and we have the first of potentially 2 set points here for Brazil.
Luini handling that set off the net. That pass getting a little tight, and Penninga. Good swing from Luini. Tight ball. Luini here in transition. Trying to power it through the block. Ruben now. No, George denied with the finger wave, letting the crowd know.
You have to move the ball around. You have to change up the tempo. Keep the blockers on their toes, because if you allow a blocker as big and strong as Andre Loyola to simply stay stationary and set up his block,
that opens up when you're swinging every single time. And blocked again. Monster block from Andre in Brazil. Wanderlei sees the line. Here's Wanderlei from the right. Woohoo! Wanderlei says he's got some heat as well.
That swing is so good and so fast and so sharp. That's going to score 21 times out of 21.
Good short serve ace there from Wanderlei. He raises his hand to the crowd looking for some of that love after that ace. All the way out to the left is Andre. Luini goes for the line, but George there in transition. George. Ruben makes a great touch, but too much heat there from George Wanderlei.
Such better information of what the defense is doing, because both players have to be moving and adjusting. And as long as you keep that ball in front of you, you can see everything that's happening on the other side of the court. And you can see Luini just taking what was easy, what was given to him, the open space and the cut shot, makes a nice, smart shot. Robbie Musin, who didn't play in this one, he's been one of the best blockers in the world for a long, long time. You have Stefan Bormans, another top blocker in the world. And now you have Ruben Penninga.
Side out volleyball here, 13-12, Brazil up. Penninga gets dug. And George Wanderlei. The different patience of all these attackers. Outside to Andre. Ooh, Andre Little letting that ball drift past his shoulder. Luini here. Goes George on the run. Tight ball. It doesn't matter. Here's Luini going overhead. Nicely done from Luini. George, frustrated with himself, saw that play happen.
When you're a defensive player and the other team is hitting lines, you just have to clap and say, good job. That's not your job to get those balls. It's the ones that don't touch the line that you want to be on.
Opportunity here for Luini. A good set from Penninga, but Luini, unfortunately, putting that one into the net.
I do like that it's an aggressive mistake. He was trying to swing, stay aggressive there with the ball.
Luini there, smooth, high line there. You're not hesitating, you're trusting, you're confident. Float serve here from Penninga, catches the tape. Luini sitting on that dig. Another opportunity off the block, Penninga.
That's just a phenomenal play by both Luini and Penninga. That swing had heat that Luini dug.
Here's Andre again. Luini dialed in defensively here. Can he turn it? The cut shot from Andre this time. Too good. Short serve here to Luini. Ooh, Luini there goes Yahtzee down the line.
Pedal and still gets such a good swing down the line.
Andre on the, it looked like a 4 block.
If that swing hadn't been as sharp as it was, I think Penninga would have been on it. But that is just, the swing was too good from Andre Loyola.
Tight ball. Good coverage there from Luini. Oh, making a 360 dig is Andre, but that one going out of bounds. Good communication and coverage. George Wanderlei here back to serve for the match. Penninga, monster block from Andre. And he waves to the crowd. And Brazil have put themselves into the finals.